Okay, I am back again. It's just about showtime, and we've returned a tradition this year that we hadn't done for a while. But the way the world is right now, we thought it was appropriate. So I'm going to ask you all to rise for the national anthem.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true North, strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Thank you, everybody, and thank you for braving the weather to get out here tonight. Please enjoy the show, and we'll get started here real quick.
Come in close, now it's time to tell you one thing. Every show can be ruined by a bring, bring. Now's the time, do it while I sing, 'cause no one's gonna like you if your phone rings. Hurry up so that we can start the show. Thank you so much. Now turn off your cell phone.
I can only imagine what the world is saying out there. If only they knew how it all happened. I'm ruined. Ruined, I tell you.
I'm sorry, Mr. Butler. Can I say something? Do you believe in fate? Because I do. I mean, if Mr. McCon didn't have acute appendicitis and Miss Donaldson wasn't on maternity leave and this hadn't happened and that hadn't happened, I'd still be in the office doing document reviews and site checking instead of being here with you, Dr. Dumbledore. Andrew Butler. I'm representing your family against this unjust slander. And if that's not fate, I don't know what it is. I must say I do find it a bit exciting.
Exciting? Exciting isn't the word I'd use for it, Dawson. I'm on a murder charge.
Oh, but you didn't do it.
Of course not.
Well, and we'll prove it. You know what they say, there's no such thing as bad publicity. I know it's probably not the right time to ask, but could you sign my t-shirt?
Interview begins at 20:36. Present is Inspector Henderson, myself, Inspector Andrew, with Mr. Andrew Butler.
Well. If it isn't the famous Andrew Butler. star of stage and screen. How the mighty have fallen. I saw you on the TV just a week ago in that comedy, No Flies on Me. Quite ironic, sunshine, because there must be hundreds on you now that you're up to your neck in it. It's not to say I don't appreciate being in the presence of such a fine actor. I have seen proof of your talent. While I like a good work of fiction as much as the next man, there is a time and place, and this is not it. I can smell a story, Mr. Butler. And yours has the unmistakable aroma of S-H-I-T.
Do you have any questions for my client, Inspector, or can we leave?
Oh, we have plenty of questions. Don't you worry about that. It's answers we're short of. For instance, there are a few regarding the events of yesterday that don't add up.
Well, truth is often stranger than fiction.
Come off it, we know you did it.
And, what did I do, Inspector?
I'd rather hear it from the horse's mouth, so to speak.
Nay, Inspector, I'm afraid not.
Right. Enough small talk. Let's cut to the chase. Where were you yesterday morning?
I'm a busy man. I'm afraid you'll have to be a little more precise, Inspector Bridge.
Let's say around 9 o'clock then?
You don't have to comment.
No comment.
No comment.
No.
And why not?
It's personal.
Nothing's personal in here, mate.
Mr. Butler is not compelled to comment.
Mr. Butler is under suspicion of murder and looking more guilty by the second.
Shortly after my arrival, I was in bed, Inspector.
Asleep?
Not quite.
I see. You mean you're otherwise engaged?
Exactly.
Any witnesses? Oh, I mean, who was present at the precise moment?
My wife, Inspector.
You think you can make that stand up in court?
Oh, I'm sure my client could make it stand up anywhere, Inspector.
What Inspector Bridge is trying to say is we cannot locate your wife. But you know why that's the case, don't you?
Is this vulgar charade going anywhere?
Has your client some pressing engagement?
You want the truth? Then I'll tell you. What's the point? You'll never believe me. Have you ever dug a hole so big that you couldn't get out of it?
Gardening?
Murder, Inspector. Are you sitting comfortably? Then I'll begin. Yesterday was my aunt's funeral, Francesca Bloom. It was a day I will never forget. I can remember it as clearly as if it were being played out right now to the sound of a dreamy harp.
Coming. Master Freddy.
JJ, aren't you a sight for sore eyes? You don't look a day over 85. Am I the first?
You are, sir.
Darn. The problem with being punctual is there's no one to appreciate it.
In fact, you're early, sir.
I was hoping to catch Andrew. He is coming, right?
I do believe he is.
I was wondering if you had remembered me. It's been quite a few years since I was here last.
It has.
Who else is coming?
Your brother Colin and his wife Esther. Andrew and his new wife, Kimberly.
Ah, Kimberly. Nothing like bringing her down to earth with a bump. From a honeymoon to this. A wedding and a funeral in 10 days. Sounds like one of Andrew's rom-com films. I didn't see you at the wedding.
I wasn't invited.
Oh, don't feel bad. It was a showbiz event. Hollywood's a long way from here. Even Colin didn't go. You know, I think this is the first occasion that all three of us brothers have been in the same room in 10 years or more. I still see Andrew from time to time. Colin once in a blue moon. But never the twain shall meet. You know how it is with family. You know, JJ, I'm surprised to see you still here. I thought you would have packed it in by now.
I was promised by George Bloom I had a job for life, and I still have plenty of life left in me. Oh. I don't suppose you remember your Uncle George. He died when you were smaller.
No, I don't.
Your Aunt Francesca was very lonely after he died.
You cut down that tree then?
Yes, we cut it down last July.
Bloody hell. I haven't seen that portrait before. Aunt Francesca does look stern.
The tits were all over the place.
Pardon?
Oh, when we cut the tree down, the tits used to nest in a hole in the branch. And when they came back and saw what we'd done to their tree, well, they weren't happy at all. And in my experience, there's nothing worse than an angry tit.
I imagine not.
Well, it was a mistake cutting that tree down. We used to get all kinds of wildlife. Blackbirds, sparrows, wood pigeons. All gone.
I suppose the pecker is gone too?
Don't be absurd. I haven't seen a pecker in these parts in 20 years.
Now that sounds like my auntie talking. Look at all these with Francesca's name on them. I didn't realize. Bill, final demand, and another one. Oh, look, there's one here for you, JJ.
Oh, really? Oh, it's from them again.
Sounds serious.
Oh, not at all. It's from the nice people down at the council. The speedometer on my car is broken. I've been meaning to get it fixed.
Sounds dangerous.
Not at all. The police keep sending me pictures of my car and telling me my speeding's fine.
I don't think you quite understand here, JJ.
Oh. Well, if there's anything else I can do for you, sir?
No, I'm fine. Thank you, Jasper. Cheers, Aunt Fran. Hello? Yes, this is Freddie. I said I'll have your money. Well, no, I don't have it on me now, but I will soon. Very soon. Well, kind of. Because I'm at my Aunt Francesca's. Yes, that's the one. No, I don't think... No. Because we're burying her at 11:30. Look, all I'm asking for tomorrow. Well, you don't know what I was going to say. Well, yes, I was going to say that. Look, all I'm looking for here is 24 hours. Thank you. I won't let you down. Hello, Andrew? Well, where are you? Yes, I'm at the house already. Have you got the money for me? Oh, thanks. You're a lifesaver. Literally. You definitely have it all? Because these guys are serious. Well, thanks. So I'll see you in about an hour? Perfect. Thank you.
Freddie? Master Freddie? Oh. Sally? He's just left.
Oh, don't worry about that, Jasper. He'll be back. All three brothers wouldn't want to miss the chance to bury their auntie. They've been wanting to do that for years.
Oh, Andrew, you are a laugh
Oh, sometimes.
most of the time.
It's one reason why you love me, isn't it?
So, straight off a plane and on to a funeral. It's certainly a honeymoon I'm not going to forget.
Why wouldn't you remember your honeymoon? Unless there have been lots of them, of course.
You know there hasn't. The media dug as deep as they could after you announced the engagement. They didn't find anything newsworthy in my past at all.
They'll make something up, don't you worry.
Quit teasing. Look, I know a funeral's not a happy event, but at least I get to meet your family again. Might even get to meet Colin this time.
You're not missing much there. I'd better get the cases in. I can't believe we've got to spend the week after our honeymoon here, of all places.
It's a lovely house.
It's not a house. It's hell with lampshades.
Only for a couple of days. Do you want a hand?
No, I'm fine, thank you.
Don't be silly, I'll help you.
No, honestly, I can manage. Well, here, you can take this one.
What's the problem now?
There's no problem. If you must know, this case is for Freddie. I promised him something.
What?
Oh, just something. He's had a tough time recently.
He's had a bloody good time from what I've heard. Isn't that why he's in so much debt? You didn't. Oh, Andrew, tell me you're not bailing him out again. How will he ever learn if you and Colin keep sorting out his messes for him?
I've told him this is the last time.
I've heard that before.
This time I mean it. After this, he's on his own.
Master Freddie, I thought I recognized your voice.
JJ, I wasn't expecting to see you. Shouldn't you be dead? I mean, retired?
Can't keep an old man down.
Well, so I hear. Those pills can work wonders. Oh, sorry, where are my manners? Kim, this is Jasper King Jr. JJ, this is my wife, Kimberly.
Pleased to meet you, Mrs. Butler. So, how's Hollywood treating you?
Well, same old, same old. Jasper has been here, how many years?
64 years.
I bet you've seen some changes in your time.
May I take your case, sir?
I wouldn't want you to strain yourself. I've got them, don't worry.
Well, if there's nothing else.
No, I'm fine, thank you. Good old Jasper. Oh, he'll see us all off one day. He's a good butler. Oh, the jokes we've had in the past. My name being Butler and him actually being a butler. Well, it was funnier if you were there. Loyal and dependable. He had a very special relationship with my uncle. They were very close. JJ would do anything for Uncle Georgie and he for him. They traveled everywhere together. It was still a surprise, though, when Uncle George promised JJ a job for life in his will. I'm not sure what will happen now that Auntie Fran has died. Perhaps one of us brothers will inherit him.
It's a shame about Francesca. I liked your aunt.
You only met her once.
She looked lovely.
She was asleep.
She seemed sweet.
She may have looked sweet, but she was definitely sour.
I'll take the cases upstairs now. Perhaps you'll join me in a little while.
Oh, I will.
Don't be long, Mr. Butler.
I won't, Mrs. Butler. Hello. Yes, hello. I'm not sure I've got the right number. Oh, my name? Yes, of course. It's Butler Smith. Yes, that's right, Mr. Buttersmith. I'm looking for a hitman, an assassin for my wife. Oh, yes, I understand. We all have forms we have to fill out. Mr. Albert Buttersmith. Reason for requested service? She's been having an affair. She thinks I don't know, but... Oh, yes, I'm quite sure. I see. Yes. You could? Excellent. When? Well, I hadn't really thought. Tuesday? Oh, you mean this Tuesday? No, that's okay. I just wasn't expecting it to be quite so quick. I'll just have to check. Hang on a minute. Kim,
Yes?
what are you doing on Tuesday?
This Tuesday?
Yes.
I'm meeting Sting for lunch.
Tuesday's not good. So soon? Well, if you could fit her in tonight, that would be great. Do you take Visa? Cash, yes, of course. Oh, yes, I have some. Yes, I'm at 43 Irwin Park Road in Thorndale. That's T as in Timothy, H as in Henry. Yes, that's fine, thank you. Goodbye.
I thought you were joining me. Who was that?
Duct cleaning.
Strange, isn't it? There we were on our honeymoon, not a care in the world, and then comes Sally Ann phone call.
Yes, Francesca Bloom is no more. She's ceased to be and gone to meet her maker, an ex-battle axe.
Grit your teeth. We'll get through it.
It's going to take a lot of gritting.
What was that about Tuesday? Have you a surprise plan for me?
Oh, Kimberly, I've got you something that is to die for. Well, are you coming or what?
Colin! There's no point in hiding. I saw you come in here. Colin, stop acting like a child. Come here now. Oh, can I help you? I'm here for the funeral. Oh, it's so confusing. So many comings and goings. I'm Esther, by the way. Sally Ann. Were you a friend or a relative of Francesca? Oh, relative by marriage. I only met her a few times. I didn't know her very well. Oh, I knew her very well. This big old house was quite empty most of the time. Just Francesca, Jasper, that's the butler, and I. Oh, I've given the best years of my life to this house. We were very close, Miss Bloom and I. Wait, I know who you are. You're Colin's wife, aren't you? Oh, it's a pleasure to finally meet you at last. I've heard so much about you. Have you? Like what? Well, not really. It's just one of those things you say, isn't it? Where's Colin? Oh, sad to say I lost him. Oh, I had no idea. When? Not long ago. Oh, dear. Was it quick? Yeah. I got out of my car, turned around, and he was gone. This is a terrible thing. What a sad day it is. A very sad day indeed. Poor old Francesca. Oh, you seem to be taking it very well. On the surface, perhaps, but to just leave me bloody standing on that laneway all by myself. You may feel angry at first, but it's all part of the process. Process? Yes, they say it's different for everybody. Must be a terrible shock to lose someone so suddenly. No, not really. But I'm sure he'll turn up sometime soon. Ah, you're a believer then. I'm not sure what to believe, but all I know is that I saw him come in here. I reckon I should phone him. Oh, I don't think you can contact him by phone. Why not? You'll need help. There are people who specialize in those kind of things. What are you talking about? Contacting the other side to speak to Colin. What? Because he's dead.
What makes you think he's dead?
You just said so.
No, I didn't.
Denial. It's another phase in the process. You're really rattling through it at this pace.
What makes you think he's dead?
You just said so.
No, I didn't. I said I lost him. He came in here to hide.
Oh my, I really do get confuzzled. I thought, would you maybe like a cup of tea?
No, I'm fine. Thank you, honestly.
It's no trouble.
If you insist. Colin, I hope you heard all that. See the confusion you've caused already? There's no way you're getting out of this family gathering. Just a few hours, and we'll make our excuses and leave. It's been 10 years since you brothers have got together.
That's you!
Don't you think you're taking this family feud a little too far? Colin? I know you're in there. I'm going to give you to the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Hello, dear.
Hello, Colin.
I was just hanging up my coat.
You still have it on.
I haven't quite got around to it yet.
Colin.
Yes, dear?
Get out.
Of course, dear. It's nice here, isn't it?
Why are you acting so peculiar?
Doing nothing of the sort.
I know you're nervous, but it's times like these that bring families closer together.
I just don't want to be here.
It's a funeral. Nobody wants to be here, especially Francesca. God rest her soul.
Oh, we could pretend we got the wrong day. Yes, that's it. Or that we're stuck in traffic.
You're acting peculiar again.
Look, Esther, you're my wife, and it's my job to protect you.
Colin?
We've always avoided seeing my family, and with good reason.
What reason?
To protect you. Imagine the worst nightmare you've ever had. One so terrifying that it haunted you the next day, and you're so afraid of having that nightmare again, you didn't go to sleep the next night. I used to call that mother.
Colin!
And why stop there? Andrew's self-obsessed. Freddie's a compulsive troublemaker, and Aunt Francesca was evil.
You're exaggerating.
You don't understand. But if we stay here much longer, you will. I know some families are close, but we hate each other. And that's okay. I'm sure more families would say the same if they were being honest. So we each went our own ways to avoid making contact. Hospitalized ourselves to avoid sending Christmas cards. It works until now, but the funeral changed all that. The head of the house, the late great Francesca Bloom, takes her final sour breath. And after 10 years successfully avoiding my brothers, we've got to be in the same room for hours.
Oh, looks like Andrew's arrived already.
No, please, let me go. I'll be forever in your debt.
Too late. Colin! Stop it! Andrew! How are you? Long time no see.
I'm fine, thank you, Esther. How are you?
I'm okay. Colin's otherwise engaged at the moment.
Is that a crack in the window? Or has Colin finally become a complete arsehole?
He's a little nervous.
Look, there's no point trying to get out of the window, Colin. I took the liberty of making sure everyone knows you're coming. If I must be here, so must you. I'll leave you to it. Oh, wait, you haven't seen Freddie, have you?
Oh, we still have that pleasure to come.
1 cup of tea. Oh, look at you all together. Oh, Jasper, come have a look.
Oh, don't they look happy? If Francesca could only see them now.
Ah, just the one brother missing. He was here. Where's Freddie?
Did someone mention my name?
Talk to the devil, there he is.
Hello, brother. How's the bright lights of Hollywood?
Same old, same old. How's Granny Irene?
Probation. Sends her love. Can't make it today. Something about the ominous of most wanted. Hello, Colin.
Hello.
It's the brother we never see. The road to success still under construction?
If you must know, there's a light at the end of the tunnel.
Oncoming train, is it?
Very funny.
Still burying your head in the sand, Colin?
We're over the worst of our financial difficulties, thank you.
Oh, don't talk to me about finances. Where have you been, anyways?
Been busy.
Colin, don't be rude.
I think Andrew's been busier.
Yeah, I've noticed. It seems you've become a global phenomenon and left us mere mortals behind.
Hey, I live in the fast lane too.
Too bad you got struck by oncoming traffic. See, you're not the only one that can be witty.
Lighten up, Colin. So, has anyone seen my last movie? Anyone? No one? JJ, you've always supported my career.
Well, I did see you in the good, the bad, and the snuggly. It was a long time ago, and really wasn't my kind of film.
Speaking of the fast lane, I think we could all take a lesson from old JJ here.
Ooh, what's this?
It's nothing, Master Andrew.
Seems has himself a new hobby. Collecting speeding tickets.
Oh, Jasper, what have you done? Oh, I have to get this. Just a minute. Hello?
Well, perhaps you would like to show me around the house. It looks lovely.
Certainly. If you would just walk this way.
Well, maybe perhaps just the downstairs for today.
Damn.
Andrew, have you got that money for me?
Yes, I do.
You don't know what this means to me.
This is the last time.
I know. So there's definitely $3 million in cash?
Yes.
Well, where is it?
Don't worry, I've hidden it. I'll get it after the funeral. So I guess you've been gambling again?
A little.
Perhaps you should stick to the lottery in future.
Lottery? No chance. The lottery's just a tax. Some people are bad at maths.
Whereas blackjack?
Blackjack is a game of skill.
Oh, which is why I suppose you lose so often. I'm just a walking money box to you, aren't I? Then there's Colin. He can't stand to be in the same room as me. How did the three of us come to this?
Oh, cheer up, Andrew. You got a beautiful house, money, fame, a beautiful wife, money.
Huh, you've already said money.
Well, yes, but there is an awful lot of it. Where is Kimberly, by the way?
Oh, she's upstairs having a lie down.
You seem stressed for a man who's just come back from his honeymoon.
I'm fine.
So have you gotten over what you were trying to tell me on the phone the other night?
Don't ever talk about it.
Well, that's not too difficult. You weren't making much sense.
I can't remember what I said.
If there was a problem, you'd tell me.
It's difficult.
Try me. After all, I owe you more than I can ever repay, so perhaps some brotherly advice can be a down payment.
No, it doesn't matter.
Tell me.
I heard my darling wife on the phone. There's someone else. She plans to leave him for me.
No, that can't be right.
She's planning to divorce me and take half of everything. She's just waiting until after my next movie comes out to take half of what that makes as well.
Does she know you know?
Not yet. Freddie,
Andrew?
I've done something.
What?
You've got to promise me. Please, promise me you're not going to say anything to anyone. I can't believe what I've done. The most stupid thing I can imagine.
You're talking to the king of stupid. Tell me what you've done. You're going to throw her out of the house, aren't you? No, wait, I got it. You're going to put all your money into an offshore account.
Oh, if only I'd been that clever.
So tell me, what stupid thing have you done?
I've hired a hitman who is coming to the house today to kill her.
You're not laughing.
I know.
You've done what?
Bye.
You've done what?
You can't tell anyone.
Tell anyone? I'm phoning the police.
Oh, Freddie, you can't.
Why not?
You're my brother.
And she's your wife, but you're perfectly willing to kill her. How do I know I'm not next?
Why would I kill you?
Well, why would you kill anyone?
I'm not killing anyone. The man on the phone sorting it. I'm out of my depth, Freddie.
Out of your depth? You're bloody drowning, mate.
Throughout the whole honeymoon, I couldn't stop thinking about how much she had hurt me, how she had betrayed me. I just thought of it, nothing more, and then...
I don't want to know anymore.
Well, I couldn't take the pain. I got drunk. I told this guy at a bar how I wanted my wife dead. Turns out he knew a man who knew a man. He gave me a number. Last night, I found it in my jacket pocket. I should have thrown it away. And then this morning, when she was on at me about the money I was lending you, all I could think was, well, yeah, that's because you want it all, isn't it? Oh, and then she's telling me how lovely I am and how good we were together. And I thought, I've had enough of this. And I had that note in my pocket. And before I knew what was going on, now there's no turning back. What should I do?
Well, maybe you could cancel the appointment.
Cancel the appointment? This isn't the dentist.
You have to stop this madness.
I know, but I don't know how. Think of the scandal.
Think of the prison sentence.
Yes.
Bloody hell.
I know.
What's going to happen? He's likely to burst through here at any moment and shoot your wife. What if he misses and shoots someone else?
Oh, he won't. They're trained to get their man or woman. Freddie, I've made a terrible mistake. I've been trying to phone, but I can't get through.
We'll keep trying. Hello, Assassin's Hotline. All of our hitmen are busy at the moment. Please hold. There are 8 callers in front of you. Your call is important to us. Please hold.
Useless. What would you do if you were me?
I'm guessing. Just guessing. I wouldn't have phoned up a hitman to take out my wife.
You're not helping.
I'm calling the police.
Freddie, you can't. Look, I've made a rash and very hasty error of judgment. I'll fix it. I don't know how, but I'll fix it. We'll get through this together, Freddie.
Me? What have I got to do with this?
Well, I'm the only one who knows where the $3 million is hidden. Without me, you can say goodbye to your kneecaps when your friends call in your debt.
Oh, so this secret has a price.
Will you help me stop the hitman?
What do you need?
Interesting. Very interesting.
Are we meant to believe such nonsense?
Nonsense? I'm telling you the truth.
You need the money. We know that. We know that Andrew withdrew a large amount of cash 2 days ago. We know that calls were made from Andrew's phone. However, that is where verifiable facts end and the questions begin. Was it you that wanted to hire the hitman? Was this Andrew helping out his brother yet again?
You don't have to comment. Would you stick to the facts, please?
I was trying to stop the assassin. The moment I found out about this, I wanted to phone you lot.
Yet you didn't.
I believe my client has cooperated fully, so if there are no more questions, Inspector.
Oh, we have plenty of questions for Freddie and the whole family. You never phoned us and told us about the hired marksman. Fact. Yet you expect us to believe you tried to stop it, correct? See, the problem I have is, why didn't you just warn Kimberly?
Oh, it's my mom. Hello? Yeah, I'm still busy with the butlers. I can't talk now. Yeah, it's crazy, okay? Check News Talk at 10:30, okay? Bye. My mum will love to see me on the telly. It'll be like the coronation all over again. She'll invite all the neighbors over. She always wanted to see one of the kids on the box.
You interrupt one more time.
I'm sorry.
Well,
Well, what?
not you, him. Why didn't you warn Kimberly?
I tried to. Lord knows I tried to. It just wasn't that simple.
You walk in there, tell her there's a possibility she's going to get murdered, and get her out of there. What's simpler?
Well, sometimes simple plans get overturned by events.
Oh, so fate got in the way.
Well, not unless fate comes in the form of Belgian buns.
Explain.
I will.
Hello, Kimberly. Is there anything you would like?
No, thank you.
I can make you some coffee.
Honestly, I'm fine.
Tea?
Just some peace and quiet.
Cake. I got a little cake.
Honestly, don't worry about me. If I need something, I will shout.
I look forward to your shout.
Hello, Freddie.
Kimberly! There you are. I was looking for you.
Liar.
Have you seen my brother?
Which one?
Andrew, your husband.
No, I haven't. Come and sit. You look tense.
Do I?
Yes. I haven't seen you all morning. Anyone would think you're avoiding me.
No, of course not.
Has he told you yet?
You told me what?
He suspects I'm having an affair.
He has mentioned it.
Does he know it's you?
If he did, you think I'd still be here?
I've missed you, Freddie.
I've missed you too.
It's all such a mess.
You don't know the half of it. Andrew's done something stupid.
What was that?
I didn't say anything.
Oh, sorry. I thought you shouted. Hi, Freddie. Is there anything you would like before the service?
No, thank you.
Tea?
No, thank you.
Coffee?
No.
Juice?
Yes.
And cake?
No. Sorry.
Got some Belgian buns? Well, I'm here for you. Let me know if you need anything.
You were saying?
It's getting complicated.
Orange or apple?
What?
Your juice.
Anything.
You decide.
Orange.
Not a problem.
Andrew has...
With bits or no
for the
bits?
love of-
What's your name?
Sally. Sally and Downing.
Well, Sally. Sally Ann Downing. Piss off! We're trying to have a conversation here.
Well, I never. Pa!
What's the problem?
It's getting too complicated. We can't see each other anymore.
You're breaking up with me?
I've got to.
You can't leave me, Freddie. Do you have any idea what it's like living with Andrew? You're what keeps me going, Freddie. I'd rather die than stay in that marriage.
Your wish may be granted. You've only been married a week.
You know as well as I do it wasn't for love. What do you mean my wish may be granted?
That's what I'm trying to tell you. Andrew won't take this lying down.
But...
Andrew!
Oh, hello. Is everything all right?
Perfect.
Are you sure? Just thought you might have that thing to do.
No, I'm fine right here. Don't you have that thing you need to do? You know, ring ring?
I'm fed up with this talking code. Why can't we have a proper conversation for once? I'll see you later, Freddie.
She seems upset. What have you said?
Nothing.
Oh, she's upset for nothing?
I haven't said anything.
I hope not.
So have you managed to get hold of the hitman?
I still can't get a hold of him.
This is insane. At any moment, he's going to burst through that door and shoot your wife.
I know.
We've run out of orange. You have to do an apple. Oh, hi, Andrew. Is there anything you would like?
No. Does anyone else know?
Of course not. If Colin knew, he'd spill before you could say snitch. You're not going to say anything, are you? You were, weren't you?
This is ridiculous.
What is?
I've lost him again.
I'm going out to get some air.
Where?
To get some air.
And I'm coming with you. There are several million things we need to discuss.
This is the last straw. You can't hide forever. Colin, you can't keep hiding in the closet from your brother. Colin, are you all right?
Not after what I just heard. I might not ever be right ever again.
Well, that's how it was told to me anyway.
It's gripping, isn't it?
So you honestly didn't know what Colin heard.
Not at that time, no. And if I would have heard something, I would have come straight to you lot.
However, there are a few things that don't quite add up.
Don't add up at all.
Like what?
Why was your husband there?
When did he come out of the closet?
Why? What have you heard?
Well, frankly...
Oh, I should have guessed it was him spreading gossip.
What?
Frankly, I wouldn't believe a word that came out of his mouth.
Esther, don't make things worse.
Comedian, are you? Well, we'll see how funny it is when you're charged with wasting police time.
I'm not. I've answered all your questions as honestly as I can.
Wait for it. Any minute now. I can see it.
So tell me, were you all in it together? Did you all conspire to kill?
Or did you act alone?
Oh, I thought they were going to let you go. Oops.
See, we know you were involved somehow.
And there's no point denying it.
So all we have to do is figure out how deeply you were involved. Were you a minor accessory? Or were you much cleverer than that? Did you do it or trying to pin it on Andrew?
Are you insinuating that I'm the murderer?
No, of course not. But now that you mention it...
Objection.
I wouldn't hurt a fly.
Perhaps, but you would help somebody pull off its wings, wouldn't you?
This is pure speculation. Surely you should listen to what my client has to say before you jump to conclusions.
So, what did happen next, Esther?
May I have your attention, please?
It was a last wish of the late and great, and sometimes irate Francesca Bloom, who met a fate in this room at noon, that we all should have a little drink before the funeral.
Did you tell Colin we were ready to go?
Yes, I passed him in the kitchen. He was acting very
what?
Very
what? Peculiar?
I was going to say hungry, but now that you mention, he was acting very peculiar.
In what way?
He was giving me a look.
What look?
A look?
Yes, but of what kind?
A peculiar look.
What kind of peculiar look?
I can't explain it.
Then show me.
I can't.
Show me.
Is that what you needed to see?
Colin doesn't look like that.
Well, of course not. I'm Freddie. I take after Dad's side of the family.
Did it look more like this?
Yes, that's it.
Are we ready yet?
Oh, Colin's on his way. Hey, what's going on?
About what?
Freddie just blanked you.
No, he didn't.
Looked like he did. You two have always seemed so close. Oh, hello, Colin.
Hello?
What's wrong? You look like you've seen a ghost.
Not yet, I haven't. Not yet.
Is he all right?
He's never all right. If he took an IQ test, it would come back negative. You are right, though. You can almost hear the gears moving in his little head.
Would someone care to say a few words? Anyone?
Colin,
I don't want to.
come on. You're the funny one.
Come on, dear. Don't be shy.
Oh, what can I say about Aunt Francesca? She was a woman. Yeah, she was a woman that no one would dare cross. She was erratic and eccentric and terrifying and sometimes plain evil. But one thing you can always say about Aunt Francesca is she always told you the truth. She said exactly what she thought, and I respect that. Sometimes not everyone in this family is completely truthful and exactly what they seem. Sometimes it's just little white lies. But oftentimes in this family, it's dark, twisted, black lies. Lies that hurt people. Lies that hurt people mentally and physically and emotionally.
Beautiful speech. Shows what we feel at this dark time. Do you know something?
Well, of course I know something.
What do you know?
I know you and Kimberly are an item.
Shh. No, we're not. It's over.
If there's nothing else, sir, I have something I need to attend to.
Oh, what are you afraid of? And what do you think Andrew's going to do? And what about the hitman coming later?
What are you two talking about?
Football, you know how us boys are like.
Well, come on, drink your drinks and we'll all get on to the service.
I'm leaving. I'm having nothing to do with this. I'm going home.
But what about the funeral?
Which one? Francesca's or the one to follow?
Oh, hello. Having a good day? Wait, damn, it's a funeral. My condolences. You're not leaving, are you?
Of course not. Not yet, anyways, right, Colin?
Colin, what's going on?
Oh, I'm sorry. I just assumed, presumed, exhumed. One of the first two, I think. And anyway, it sounded like you were leaving. No, you must go to the service. As my mother always used to say, you have to go to other people's funerals or they won't come to yours.
Have you two had words? Oh, for Francesca's sake, could we all try to get on just for one day?
We are all getting on, aren't we, darling?
Yes, quite. Everybody is happy.
Ecstatic.
Quite elated.
By funeral standards, of course.
Oh, yes, quite.
I suppose we'd better make a move.
I suppose we had. Shall we hold hands, my love?
That would be lovely.
Can you two just stop it for a moment? I can't take it anymore.
Colin!
Oh, the grief is too much.
You'd like that, wouldn't you? I can't hold it in any longer.
Then hurry up, Colin. Why you couldn't have gone earlier, I just don't know.
Esther, this is serious. Andrew and Kimberly have got a few surprises lined up for each other.
Surprises?
Yes. And I, for one, don't like it. I don't like it one bit. Tell them, Freddie.
Tell them.
Yes, tell Esther everything.
Ladies and gentlemen, there has been a slight change to today's proceedings.
From now on, there will be no more surprises. I heard everything.
And so did I.
It can't be.
Aunt Francesca?
Of course it is. Who else would I be?
Hello, Auntie. You're looking well, considering.
So come on then, Colin, spill. Tell us everything.
What the?
What a day.
Tell me about it.
If you told me 2 days ago I'd be sat here interrogating Andrew Butler, well, I'd have bet against it.
Do you believe any of it so far?
I don't know what to believe. All their stories seem to match up, no matter how far-fetched.
A little more than far-fetched, don't you think?
Until we know who was intended to be the first victim, finding the guilty party might prove to be impossible. My money's on Colin at the moment. It's quiet ones you need to watch.
No, I still think it's Andrew. He admitted he got someone to kill his wife.
But without a body, it's hard to prove a crime has actually taken place.
Without a body, there's loads of them. Granted, Kimberly isn't one of them, but don't forget the others.
It's the Francesca bit I'm stuck on. They all agree she made an appearance at her own funeral, and that's when things changed.
You're right. Whatever happened when she walked through the door kickstarted the day's events and resulted in the deaths of several people. Let's re-examine the scene for a moment.
It's approximately 11:15 a.m. yesterday, and if we're to believe the testimony, Colin is about to confess all. He'll tell Kimberly about the assassin.
Not to mention the affair between Kimberly and Freddie.
If I wanted to shut someone up permanently in this room, it would be Colin.
And so perhaps he was meant to be the first victim.
Meanwhile, Esther is confused.
She's not the only one.
She's unaware of what Colin heard in the cloakroom, so at the moment knows nothing, and therefore must be innocent.
I wouldn't rule her out quite yet, Bridge. Although at 11:15 she might have been completely innocent, by the afternoon she's in it as deep as anyone else.
Right. Can't rule out her involvement altogether.
But I'm thinking, this man. There's $3 million hidden in a house somewhere. He needs the money and he needs it fast. He might have been capable of killing for it.
No, he's not a murderer. He's an idiot. He's a guy involved in a mess with the wrong sort of people, but he needs his family. He needs someone to support him.
But as we know, money and fear can be powerful motives.
True. So he can't be ruled out either. Then there's Kimberly. She's no saint. A gold digger at best, but a cold-blooded murderer? We know she never signed a prenuptial agreement. She managed to convince Andrew that her love would last forever. Perhaps she couldn't get her hands on his money fast enough.
As I said, without certainty over the intended victim, the waters become very murky. She might have wanted revenge on Freddie for breaking it off.
Or a life insurance claim on Andrew's death. She would be in line for a pretty significant inheritance.
Well, and then there's Andrew, the man of the moment. Everything points to this man right here. Anger, jealousy, betrayal, resentment. Wouldn't be the first time these have pushed a man over the edge. I'm sure there's still a lot we don't know about the day. Let's continue, shall we?
You'd like that, wouldn't you? I can't hold it in any longer.
Well, then hurry up, Colin. Why you couldn't have gone earlier, I just don't know.
Esther, this is serious. Andrew and Kimberly have got a few surprises lined up for each other.
Surprises?
Yes, and I, for one, don't like it. I don't like it one bit. Tell them, Freddie.
Tell them.
Yes, tell Esther everything.
Ladies and gentlemen, there has been a slight change to today's proceedings.
From now on, there will be no more surprises. I heard everything.
And so did I.
It can't be.
Hey, Francesca.
Of course it is. Who else would I be?
Hello, Auntie. You're looking well, considering.
So come on then, Colin. Spit it out. Tell us everything.
What the Francesca?
Well, that's not very constructive.
Colin! Somebody help me.
Well, I would, but I've been told not to lift heavy objects.
He ain't heavy. He's your brother.
Would anyone like a piece of cake before we set out? Oh, hello. You made it then.
Of course I damn well made it, Sally. Do you think I'd be late for my own cremation?
Actually, it's a burial. Got you a lovely spot near your favorite oak tree.
Damn it, Sally. Can't you do anything right? I asked to be cremated.
Would the guests care to sit down before anyone else collapses?
Look, there's something, just something I have to say. No, I can't think of any other way to say it. What the bloody hell is going on?
She's returned to us. It's a miracle.
It's a nightmare. Surely you haven't been thrown out of hell already.
Is it really you? Do my eyes deceive me? Why, it's little Freddie Butler. The last time I saw you, you were crying because you'd wet the bed.
How old was he? 2? 3?
4? 28. He was pissed.
Could somebody fetch me some water?
Oh, be quiet, Esther. He'll be all right. He's just being dramatic.
Oh, he's being dramatic. I think he'll find your entrance a tough act to outdo.
Oh, it's Andrew. The success story.
Well, now that you've had your fun, tell us, what are you doing here?
I live here. What a stupid question. Jasper, Sally Ann, what are you two still doing here? Get on with some work.
You know perfectly well what I mean. Why have you gone to so much trouble to stage this charade?
Because you bastards won't come to visit me.
You staged your own funeral to get the family together.
Yes. Oh, it's time for my program now. Don't get shirty with me.
Shirty, I haven't even bloody started yet.
What happened?
It's the second coming. Evil reincarnated.
Coo-wee.
What the?
Ah, Colin, good on you for standing up. There was me thinking you hadn't got a backbone.
This is crazy.
What is? I wanted to see you all. Was that such a crime?
No, but I think faking your own death may be.
Who's to know? I get to see you all. Looking on the bright side, no more bills or cold callers. It's a win-win.
Hang on a minute. Who's in the coffin?
Alexia.
Who's Alexia?
Not your Labrador.
It's what she would have wanted.
Colin was right. You're more twisted than I thought.
Me twisted? For wanting to see my nephews and their wives? How long have you been married, Andrew? A week? 2 weeks? I had to find out from the paper. I wasn't invited. That hurt. That really hurt to know that you couldn't stand to have your own flesh and blood at the most important day of your life. I mean, what have I ever done for you to be so ashamed of me? What is it that makes you hate me so much?
I'm guessing it's things like this.
It just goes to show the drastic measures I have to go through to get to see you all. I guess the sniff of a will reading might bring the family all running. So, Colin, now that you're back with us, what was it you were about to blurt out?
It was nothing, really, was it, Colin? You're right, Auntie. We have been neglecting you. Sit down. Put your feet up. I'll get you a drink.
What's this all in aid of?
You've had an emotional day.
Do you know anything about me at all?
Yes, Auntie.
Has anything ever got in my way?
No, Auntie.
Then it doesn't matter how many distractions you come up with. I want to know what Colin was on about. I could hear him from halfway up the driveway. So come on, boy, spit it out.
Well,
Oh, will you grow a pair? Look at Colin, you're how old? Say what you need to say. Why doesn't he just speak?
I'm trying to, Auntie.
Well, what is it? We're all waiting.
The point I was
Oh,
trying to
you really are a sniveling, weedy waste of oxygen, aren't you? I don't know which is worse. Andrew, with his whole superior attitude, thinking that just because he can pretend to be someone else once in a while, that makes him better than us all? Or Freddie, with his head stuck up in the clouds, staring at the stars, yet not knowing the difference between his Mars and his Uranus. Or is it Kimberly, craving the celebrity lifestyle? Well, Andrew, it's not like she married you for your looks. Or Colin and Esther, irrelevant, irritating, whining, moaning, driveling little worms at the bottom of the food chain. Oh, Colin, when are you going to stand up for yourself?
Drop dead, you spiteful old cow! I mean, did I just say that out loud?
I guess you've made your feelings known.
He has. And it's about time, too. 4 years he's put up with your cruelty. Well, we all have.
I never thought I could feel like this. But when I heard you died, I thought, good. No more guilt trips. You're just a vile bully.
Do you all feel like this?
Pretty much.
Well, how sad. How very sad you feel this way.
I think everyone has spoken.
If my George was still alive.
I didn't mean to be rude.
Well, I suggest you all leave. You'll not get a penny from me when I finally do go.
Hang on, Auntie. I still love you.
Add transparent to my list of your attributes.
Worth a try.
Well, what are you waiting for? Go on. Jasper! Jasper! Pack your bags and go. There's nothing for you here.
Yes.
There's been another change of plan. It appears the family won't be staying after all. And I doubt if they'll be back anytime soon. Well, what are you gorping at?
You should know that we were about to drink to you. Jasper said it was your last wish. No one mentioned your money. We all got together to raise a glass and pay our last respects. This was a very cruel trick you played on all of us. I'm certainly not going to drink to you now.
Well, perhaps you'd rather drink to good health and family unity.
Or perhaps that you get payback for all the lives you've ruined.
Well, I'm glad to be leaving. We'll be out of your hair for good.
Goodbye then. Have a good life.
So don't call me Auntie, I'll call you. Come on, let's go.
Ignoring us. I didn't think she could be any ruder.
Oh, let her. She can't damage our lives anymore.
Is she all right?
Oh, she's fine. Just sulking. Things not gone your way, Auntie.
She's not moving.
We're going now. Won't spend another minute here.
I won't be far behind.
Francesca? Francesca?
Leave her.
I think she's dead. I do. I think she's dead.
She can't be. Auntie, can you hear me? Come on now, you've made your point.
I'll get JJ and Sally.
What is going on?
She snuffed it.
Not again. I've just recovered from the last time.
She's dead for real this time.
She was up and bullying only a minute ago.
Then what happened? Esther, you were the last one to see her.
I refused to drink to her good health and left.
Oh, wait. She has a glass in her hand.
Who else drank the wine?
I didn't drink any.
Nor me.
I didn't.
No.
I didn't get the chance.
So the last thing she did was drink the wine that no one else drank.
You mean someone poisoned it?
I'm sure of it.
Someone murdered her?
Well, who gave her the glass?
I did. You don't think I would poison her, do you?
Well, somebody must have.
Would anyone like a cup of tea?
No, we're fine, thank you.
Oh, it's no trouble.
No, really, we're fine.
Esther, where did you get the glass from?
Above the fireplace.
Nobody poured Francesca a glass. She must have drunk someone else's. It was for me! I put my drink on the mantelpiece.
Who would want to kill you? No, you're mistaken. Mine was on the mantelpiece.
Oh, shit. It must have been the assassin.
The what?
Private joke.
I'm sure mine was on the mantelpiece. Who else put theirs there? I'm starting to lose count. Oh, then that drink could have been meant for any one of us.
But who would want to kill me?
This can wait. Aren't we meant to be at a funeral?
So?
A funeral for Francesca Bloom, who currently sits slumped over on her sofa in her own lounge after having drunk a dodgy glass of vino. What are we going to do with her now? We can't stop the funeral and say that she was feeling better, went for a walk, and then things took a turn for the worse.
Or that she was murdered in her lounge.
If she was murdered, for all we know, she could have died of natural causes. The drink could be fine.
You drink it then. There's some left in the bottom.
Oh, piss off. Wait, it was you, Andrew. Are you trying to bump me off?
Of course not. I'm not a killer.
I'm not so sure.
This can wait. All of us wanted her dead. When the police arrive, they're going to be asking some pretty big questions of all of us.
Not me.
You did yell at her just before she died.
That wouldn't have killed her.
But will the police see it like that? She pushed you pretty hard.
You all hated her too. You can't pin this on me.
No one's trying to pin it on anyone. For all we know, it could be JJ and Sally. They did give us the drinks.
That's true.
Well, the way I see it, we're 5 of the only 7 people alive who didn't know she was already dead. I mean, legally she died last week. We have 2 choices. Call the police and tell them one of us murdered her, or hide the body.
Do what?
Well, think about it. Get rid of the body, make excuses to Jasper and Sally Ann that she's gone away for a few days and nobody will know.
We'll know.
Whereas, if we keep her here, someone's gonna go down for it. Wouldn't be surprised if they tried to pin it on you, Freddie. You've got a shady past.
A few dodgy dealings. Not murder.
We've got to make a decision fast and quick. A murder inquiry or living with a guilty secret.
I didn't hide the body. I kept out of it as much as I could.
Your name is Colin Butler, and your interview starts now. What was your reaction to the second death of Francesca?
Shock and horror.
Correct. Who was present in the house at the time?
Myself, my wife Esther, my 2 brothers, my sister-in-law, Sally Ann and Jasper.
Correct. What time was this?
11:25.
Was this before or after you heard of Freddie's affair with Kimberly?
After.
Who else knew about the assassin?
Andrew, Freddie, myself, of course. I tried to tell the others.
Francesca entered,
True.
and you kept it to yourself.
True.
Before handing her a glass of wine which had been poisoned.
False.
Who was the drink intended for that killed her?
Pass.
What state was the deceased in at the time?
She was dead.
What was your reaction to her arrival?
Pass.
Finish the phrase, drop dead.
You spiteful old cow!
And who is this quote by?
Me! But
These were the last words you spoke to her, true or false?
True, but I was
Describe in detail I've started, so you'll finish. Describe in detail the events of the next 2 hours.
Oh, it was terrible. About a quarter of an hour after she was poisoned, things went from bad to worse. Where is she?
Don't worry, she didn't wander off. I put her in the trunk of my car. Thanks for helping, by the way. There's no way I was moving her. Somebody had to. This was your idea. Don't forget, it was your skin I was saving, Esther.
Oh, where's Andrew and Freddie?
They're talking to the staff. They've missed Francesca.
We're not going to get away with this. We should have called the police.
Or to achieve the same result, we could have just locked ourselves in the cloakroom for 20 years with only a bucket to pee in.
I'm still not convinced that Francesca was the intended victim.
Well, who do you think it was meant for then?
Well, I don't know, but which of us knew that Francesca wasn't already dead?
Kimberly? I hope you're feeling better.
Better?
Yes, Andrew said you needed some fresh air due to ill health.
Oh, yes, I'm feeling much better, thank you. It was a little stuffy in here.
Andrew and Freddie were telling me about Francesca.
They were? I mean, were they?
So, I wonder when she'll be back.
I have no idea.
My memory. Where was she going again?
She was driving to the brothel. No, rowing, boat, beat, stick, club. She was driving to the boating club.
That's it. I remember now. That's what Freddie said. Seems a little strange, though. Why would she insist on everyone being here for her funeral when she's off at the boat club enjoying herself? She's supposed to be here enjoying her passing over. What if somebody sees her? Oh, I don't like this at all. Didn't anyone try to stop her? I remember the Beggar's Alms. It's a public house about a mile down the road. She thinks when she tells me she's off to the boat club, I won't worry about her. An hour or so later, I get a call from the landlord to come and collect her. I'd better go and get her now before she gets to the talkative stage. We don't want her inviting all and sundry back to the wake, do we? Things are complicated enough.
You don't know the half of it.
To the brothel?
What else was I supposed to get from this?
What do we do now? We distract Sally Ann and Jasper until we can dispose of the body.
Or we could grab our things and get out of here as quickly as possible.
I'm all for that. Let's go.
Brothel?
The brothel?
Is that what you
Would
do?
you come up with that?
I've never played that part before.
Come on.
Have you ever been to a brothel?
Whew. Let's get physical. Physical. Oh.
Let's get
Physical.
I tell you, there's something strange going on here.
Not my problem, Jasper. I'm on a break.
The Francesca just simply disappear like
Break. Oh, physical. Oh, get physical. 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 Oh, yeah. Physical. Oh, yeah. Let me hear you. Physical. Physical. I wanna get physical.
JJ, what happened? Pastor Freddy, I've been slain. Oh, it's getting darker and colder. And I'm talking slow for dramatic effect.
Who did this, JJ?
It was.
Yes?
It was.
Who, JJ?
If you'd stop interrupting me, I tell you. It was.
Oh, bollocks. Andrew! Andrew!
Physical. I get physical. Oh, hello. Can I help you?
Are you going to be here long?
Well, that depends. I did wonder about it myself, too. It all depends whether Francisca may want to stay here with her being legally dead and all. After everything that has happened, she may decide to move.
No, I mean, are you going to be right here? Are you going to be sat here for long?
I'm on a break. Now, don't you start. I earned my break after all the running around I've done the past few days. A fake funeral doesn't organize itself, you know. Not that I approve of mine, but, well, she is my employer, and when everything is said and done, she pays for my supper, so to speak.
Would you like to go for a walk in the garden?
Oh, Mr. Freddy, are you suggesting?
No, not with me. By yourself. To get some air.
You want to get rid of me?
No, of course not.
Well, then I'm quite happy to sit here, read my book, and listen to the music.
Andrew!
What is it?
She won't move.
Well, we can't leave JJ here.
What are we going to do?
Well, you're going to have to think of something. We've got to get him outside.
It's too risky.
Oh, it's even riskier to leave him in here.
What do I say?
Improvise.
Hello, it's me again.
Yes, I can see that.
I like your hair.
Oh, thank you.
I noticed it when I came in. I thought, no, there's a woman who blows and dies.
Well, I do like to make an effort.
It shows. You look younger every time I see you.
Oh, stop it.
No, really. You look like a girl half her age.
Well, I do like to keep fit. You know what? I think I'm gonna have that walk in the garden after all.
No! I don't think you should.
Oh, why not?
Because,
Because?
yes?
I don't understand. Because why?
Because, JJ is outside, watering the roses. He won't want to be disturbed.
Roses?
Yes.
That doesn't sound right. Something strange is going on here. Where's Miss Bloom?
Who?
Your Aunt Francesca?
Yes, she's outside too.
Watering the roses?
Yes, watching them bloom.
Bloom? Block! Oh, Bloom! Very funny, Mr. Freddy. It's a good one.
The bloody door's locked. Where's the key?
I know what's going on.
You do?
I've seen the way you look at me. Are you trying to seduce me?
Of course not.
Well, you want me to stay here with you, don't you? Two of us on the couch? I am flattered, I must say. Oh, there you are, Jasper. I was just telling Freddie here that Francesca wouldn't be seen dead watering the roses. It is slightly awkward with them here, isn't it?
Awkward? I don't feel awkward at all.
You don't?
No, there's nothing to feel awkward about.
You know, I've read about those things. The gentry folk carrying on without any inhibitions at all.
No, I'm inhibited. Oh, what the heck? I'm sorry. I don't know what came over me.
Oh, you gentry folk and your strange ways.
Bloody hell, what did you do?
It looks like he got to taste her Belgian buns after all.
Oh. Don't tell me murder doesn't have its ugly side. Where'd you put him?
In the shed.
Oh, then we bury JJ and Aunt Francesca when it gets dark.
You can. Esther and I are leaving. Come on, Esther, let's get our bags.
You can't leave. We're all in this together.
Esther and I have done our bit, and a bit more. We helped you move the body. This is over for us.
He's gonna lose it, Freddie. I can see it coming.
Oh, let him go. He's not gonna say anything.
Didn't I? I told you my family was nothing but trouble.
Well, I don't think this.
Well, someone must have known something. I still don't think that Francesca was the intended victim, but now there's JJ. No, the sooner we get out of here, the better. Damn.
What?
I forgot my wallet.
I'll get it for you.
Thanks, dear.
Did you leave them upstairs?
Yes, dear.
Oh, you're still going then?
Yes.
Well, then let me walk you to the car.
No, it's fine, Andrew.
Don't you trust me?
Now look here, Andrew. I'm having a hard time trusting anyone at present.
Surely you can't think that I'm the killer.
I don't know what to think.
You're as much a suspect as anyone.
The difference is, I know I didn't kill anyone.
And so do I. Look, there's only one possible way out of this. We all leave tonight. We stick together, we wave and smile as we leave. If we all keep to the same story, they can't prove anything about any of us.
But there's still a murderer out there. Be honest, you're panicking as much as I am.
Of course I'm bloody panicking. Oh!
What?
In all the excitement, I forgot. He'll be on his way by now.
Who will? Who is it?
The hitman!
The hitman? Shouldn't they be...
Killing?
Yes!
He would have been, but you killed him first.
Me?
You put this heavy case on him.
That wouldn't have killed them.
But you put this really heavy case on him, and you must have suffocated him.
Andrew,
What is it?
there's a car in the driveway. It could be.
The hitman, I know. It's all right. Colin killed him.
Oh, no, not another one. Can't we go 5 minutes without killing someone?
It was an accident.
Or was the accident the fact that you got caught this time?
I'm not a murderer.
Despite evidence to the contrary. What was it you said a few minutes ago? Ah, yes, it's hard to know who to trust, isn't it?
But it's me. It's Colin.
It's always the one you at least suspect.
Well, you better get this body out of here and quick. If Kimberly sees him, she's going to want to know who it is. And game over for you, Andy, old boy.
Colin, Esther, we have another body to move.
Not another one. My back hasn't recovered from the last time yet.
I don't want to alarm anyone, but Kimberly's coming up the driveway with 2 police officers.
She's what? Oh, crapping hell!
My thoughts exactly.
Colin, put her in the wardrobe. Quick!
Already occupied.
Colin, put her back in. The rest of us, put the assassin in the kitchen.
What if Kimberly goes in there?
Just put him in the bloody kitchen.
As I was saying, I believe he's gone for his afternoon walk.
Then we'll wait.
Oh, hello, Colin. Inspectors, this is my brother-in-law, Colin.
Pleased to meet you.
Huh? Uh-uh. This is my brother-in-law, Freddie, Colin's wife, and my husband, Andrew.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I'm sorry to disturb you all. We're looking for a Mr. Jasper King Jr.
They've come about his unpaid speeding tickets.
Oh, I see.
As I was saying, he's gone for his afternoon walk.
Oh, yes. Jasper loves his afternoon walks.
I see.
Can I take your coats, inspectors?
How very kind.
No! I mean, we'll take them.
Thank you.
Do you know how long he'll be?
Well, he might be a very long time.
A very, very long time.
All afternoon, I suspect.
Oh, maybe into the evening.
Really?
Yes, possibly into the night. He's a very slow walker.
And yet a very fast driver.
Ironic, isn't it?
Well, sorry to have wasted your time, officer.
It's quite all right. It's good to get out of the office, to be honest.
Would you like a cup of tea?
Yes, thank you.
No, Kimberly, you can't.
Why not?
The kettle's broken.
Nonsense! I used it this morning.
Colin, why don't you go make the tea?
I'm fine here, thanks.
I'll go.
What are we going to do?
There's only one thing for it. I'll have to take him out of the kitchen window.
I'm sorry, what was that?
He said the tea is on the window ledge.
Are you all right, sir?
Oh, perfectly, thank you. It's just back spasms.
My cousin has back problems. Can you bend down and touch your toes?
Not at the moment.
Well, you know what I find works really well? Here, just do exactly what I do, okay? And down. Nope, that was all right.
Have you forgotten something?
Don't think so.
Where's the tea?
The tea. Oh, the tea! Silly me. I'd forget my head if it wasn't screwed on.
I recognize your husband, Mrs. Butler.
Yes, quite a few people do.
Well, come to me in a moment. Dr. Bungledore.
Andrew Butler.
I thought he looked familiar. What was that film we saw him in? Through the window or something?
Yes, he was in that one.
You know, you really should sit down. Here, let me help you.
Oh, no, he's all right. We're going to see the chiropractor tomorrow.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks. My colleague and I couldn't work it out at first, and then it came to us.
Yes?
We saw through the window.
What did you see? Honestly, he was like that when I got here.
Who was like what when you got here?
The inspectors were just admiring you in a film they saw, dear.
Oh, of course. But thank you very much.
Would you like another cup of tea?
We haven't finished these yet. Is everything all right?
Of course.
Couldn't be better.
Oh well, duty calls. Tell Mr. King we'll be back in the morning.
Oh, of course. We'll tell him as soon as he gets back from his walk.
So, could we have our coats, please?
Oh, you didn't bring any coats.
Yes, we did. You took them from us.
I don't think I did.
Are you sure?
Yes, I know I brought one.
I don't think you did.
You're behaving very oddly.
I didn't give them to Colin.
Then where the devil are they? Is that my... What is my coat doing on the lawn next to that car?
It's because we,
We threw them out the window
Why would you do that?
because they needed airing. Is one of you a smoker?
I'm going to get them.
Oh, is that the time? I need to get to the dump quickly. I've got a lot of rubbish in my car. Let's go, Andrew.
What?
The dump. I need to get rid of the rubbish in my car. It's in the trunk, remember?
Right. Why don't you do that whilst I fetch the inspectors their coats?
Splendid idea.
I've had enough of this. Something is going on here.
I don't know what you're on about.
Obviously, there is something you don't want us to see in the trunk of that car.
No, it's not what it looks like. Kimberly!
You've killed her. You've actually killed her.
Good afternoon, and here is the news. The trial of Andrew Butler, famous for his roles in such hit films as Dances with Tools and Gone Down with the Breeze, is expected to conclude today. The actor and several members of his family are accused of homicide. Back to the studio.
All rise. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, have you reached a verdict on which you are all agreed?
We have.
Do you find Esther Butler guilty or not guilty of conspiracy to murder?
Not guilty.
Do you find Freddie Butler guilty or not guilty of conspiracy to murder?
Not guilty.
Do you find Colin Butler guilty or not guilty of conspiracy to murder?
Not guilty.
Do you find Andrew Butler guilty or not guilty of murder?
Guilty.
I didn't kill them, I tell you.
No, I don't know where the money is. The police have been crawling all over this place for months. Don't you read the newspapers? Well, then you know what I'm up against. 3 hours? You're expecting me to find $3 million in 3 hours? I'll do my best. Kimberly! I'll call you back. I see you're in one piece after all. I suppose you know Andrew's been convicted of your murder.
He hired a hitman to kill me in this very room. You think I'm going to feel sorry for him? He had to pay. He hid it very well, you know. They dug up the gardens, dusted all the rooms, but they couldn't find it. But these old houses are good at hiding secrets. Of course, it wasn't where Andrew originally hid it. I couldn't take the chance of him getting off and finding it, could I? Don't expect me to feel bad. I'm just upset you didn't all go down for it. When I found out that you got acquitted, I knew I had to get here before you did. I knew this would be the first place you'd look. I was just hoping our paths wouldn't cross. But what does it matter? If they didn't believe what happened that day, they're not going to believe I'm alive now. So if you'll excuse me, I have a plane to catch.
You're not going anywhere with my money.
I've come too far to stop now.
What are you going to do, kill me?
I've always cared for you, Freddie. But if I have to, I will.
Just one question, Kimberly. Why?
He didn't love me. I knew that. I didn't love him.
So you framed him for murder. I suppose the poison was meant for him. You killed JJ and Sally, the only two people outside of the family who knew she was alive. And then you faked your own death to give you the perfect alibi. Meanwhile, the rest of us get convicted of your murders. Well, not quite, but nearly, Kimberly.
Bless your heart, Freddie. You've got it all worked out, haven't you? Just left out one little important detail. Think about it. How could I have done this all on my own?
Auntie?
Death just doesn't keep her down, does it?
You killed him. You killed your staff.
Oh, no. I did that. We planned this for quite some time.
It was trickier than I thought. How to get you all in the same room together? That was practically impossible. I knew what I had to do. A funeral. With this old Baghdad, I figured you'd all come to my funeral. Jasper and Sally Ann agreed to arrange the funeral for me, loyal to the end. On your arrival, I walked in and was murdered. You really should have checked that I was dead instead of relying on Kimberly. At least I could rely on her. Couple of murders later, and there you all were, untrusting, panicking, and wondering which one of the brothers could have done such a thing.
The original plan was to frame Andrew for the murder and put him behind bars, but then, Freddie, you broke my heart. So one thing led to another, and why stop at two suspects? I decided you each must pay, so I made the identity of the murderer a little more obscure. You know what? It was fun. It was a great game, wasn't it?
You'll pay for this.
Not me. I'm dead.
And I'm doubly dead. Well, as Kimberly said, we've got a plane to catch. Our false passports are nearly as good as my fake death certificate. Jasper Jr. never lost the old skills. He and my husband were quite a team back in the day.
Well, what if I kill you? After all, I can't be done in for killing dead people, can I? I've already been acquitted of your murder.
You're not a killer. You're a scallywag. A bit of a crook with some dodgy dealings. You're not a murderer.
Now move out of the way of the door!
What makes you think someone as desperate as I am isn't capable of anything? Now give me that money and we'll hear no more of this.
Not a chance.
Then stalemate.
Or join us.
What?
3 possibilities face you at the moment. We leave with the money and you're a dead man walking when your loan shark comes after you. You kill us, take the money, pay off your shark, and start over again penniless, with no credit, and no one to bail you out this time.
What's the third option?
We go together, run away to Brazil, and start a new life with $1 million each. It's a new dawn. It's a new day. It's a new life for us.
Well, Freddie, everybody gets what they deserve in the end.
Your choice.
What time's the flight?
4 hours time. This time tomorrow, we'll be in Rio.
Do we have a deal?
Well, what's to stop you from killing me on the way to the airport?
If we wanted to kill you, we'd have done it when we had the chance.
A new life for the two of us. the way it should have been.
You're making the right decision, Freddie.
Brazil, here we come.
Right, let's go before we're discovered.
Colin? Colin, where are you? Colin! It's all right. They've gone.
Are you sure they've gone?
Positive. The switch worked a charm.
They get your underwear in my accountancy magazine collection? We get $3 million. I gotta tell you something, Esther.
Oh, what's that?
Aunt Francesca's funeral? It's the best I've ever been to. Things are finally looking up, Esther. Things are finally looking up.
That's too bad. So I must leave. I'll have to go to Las Vegas or Monaco and win a fortune in a game. My life will never be the same.